Welcome back to iHeart Crypto. Everything crypto every day. So, we have Bitcoin coming in at about 41,900. We are having a little bit of a dip, so let's just take a look at the 15-minute here. We are on our way down, but our RSI is very oversold. Our stochastic is starting to bottom, and our MACD histogram is starting to curve up. So this dump could be over fairly soon. However, where do we expect Bitcoin to go? Remember, as I said in the past, I said Bitcoin was going to come up, tag this trend line right here. It didn't quite make it there. Made it under the 21, and then now it's heading back down. How low will this go? I don't know. We're on stream. We'll see how low it goes. But if we're looking on the 15-minute, it looks like it's starting to come back up right now, although it could just be a little bit of a fake out. Come back up and then come back down. It doesn't have that much more to fall, and I think that the target price for Bitcoin would be down here at about 41,200. So just something to be keeping an eye on during the stream. Let's take a look at the overall market. So over here on CoinMarketCap, we have Bitcoin coming in at about 42,800. Ethereum coming in at about 3,200. Binance Coin 469. Solana 142. Cardano 124. And let's see how they're doing on the 24 hour. So on the 24 hour, not a lot of things up, but Dogecoin having a big day, up 21% on the week. AVAX having a down day. I did scoop up some AVAX this morning at about $88, so we'll see how that goes. That dollar cost averaged in because it was payday, and I couldn't help myself but throw a little bit more money in than I'm supposed to, and not something we're supposed to be doing, but it is what it is. Let's check out the biggest gainers of the day. The biggest gainers of the day. Oh, this is not what I wanted, but hey, kindness for the soul. If you guys are in that, God bless you. Ugh. 100% rug pull. These are all rug pulls. This is crazy. Inflation coin. Down 3%. Why is that in there? Okay. That's that. Let's take a look at the fear and greed index. Where are we sitting at today? We're still sitting at a 21. Alright, so we're still in extreme fear. It's going to update in 12 hours, 25 minutes, so we can keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at the heat map. AVAX down, Sol down. What a great day to be picking up some of our favorite cryptos. Atom down. All of these have been doing very well, and we're on short-term pullbacks, so that could be fairly good if you can scoop up. Litecoin up. Oof. When Litecoin is up, that means Bitcoin could be dumping, and that's no good. So let's check back on Bitcoin. Looks like we're coming back up a little bit. Yep. Let's check out the Coinbase. So as you know, let's refresh this real quick. Get an up-to-date price. We did DCA into Avalanche, and we did put $200 into our cash account. So for example, we have about $1,200. We have about $1,000. So that's 20% in cash right now, which is really good. And we own 3 AVAX now, which is really cool. We have about 212 into Rune, 136 into Luna. We own about 1.75 Luna and 34.5 Rune. The DeFi excursion goes on. We lost $1, but again, we are staking for 40% interest, and here we are staking for 6% APY on our Solana. So we do have some rewards coming to us. Very good stuff. Let's just watch Bitcoin for a little bit. Just check it out. Or we could even check out Sol. Let's check out what Sol is doing. Let's see how big the dip is for Sol. Sol making its way down. So for Sol, we have an order price for, I'll tell you how much right now. We have an open order for $137. If Sol hits, it'll buy that for us, and it'll cost us about $140 for that transaction. So it'll buy us another Sol. And as you guys know, I think Sol is going to $1,000 by 2025. So every Sol that we get is another $1,000. I mean, that's in essence what we're doing. In fact, you know what? I need to dollar cost average into Sol today as well. So, the price is sitting at 142. It's not terrible. It could drop a little bit more. So I'm going to wait to buy it, but I'm going to wait to put it into here because we want 2 whole Sol in there right now, and we don't have that. So just something to strive for in the next day or two, to look for these good prices and to put money aside for our future and earn, because the one place to earn financial freedom and abundance of wealth is in crypto, and that has been proven time and time again, and we're going to prove it right here on this channel. We're going to show you how the journey in DCA and hodling, what it can do for you and your financial future. It is so important to stay vigilant. You don't play with money. You don't play with money you can afford to lose. All right, you always invest money that you can afford to lose. And, am I really following that rule? I never really follow that rule. I always go more into crypto than I can. But we are pulling back a lot from the past. I used to throw my whole paycheck in, and now I don't. So, we did pay our bills today, which was really good. Other than that, we did have a little bit of news today. All right. So we have Jack Dorsey. All right. Says Block, formerly known as Square, is getting into Bitcoin mining. Block wants its yet to be built mining rig to be cheaper, lower maintenance, and quicker than the current crop of hardware. So, in October, Jack Dorsey let loose that the financial services firm, since renamed Block, was considering building a Bitcoin mining system. 3 months later, and those conditions have become reality. We are officially building an open Bitcoin mining system, Dorsey tweeted today in response to a tweet thread from the Block general manager of hardware, Thomas Templeton. So according to Templeton, Block is working on a low-maintenance, affordable Bitcoin miner for everyday customers that is also quiet enough to be used at home. Speaking to issues of reliability, Temple wrote that the mining rigs become non-functional almost every day, which requires time-consuming reboots. We want to build something that just works. So Jack Dorsey getting into Bitcoin mining now. So, this is the kind of stuff that I like to read. This is the kind of stuff that I like to see entrepreneurs, Jack Dorsey, advocating for a protocol that has no one to advocate for it. It is, Bitcoin was given to us by Satoshi Nakamoto. If you don't know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, Satoshi Nakamoto is the founder of Bitcoin, except we don't know who Satoshi is, or them, or anybody. We don't know any idea about Satoshi Nakamoto, except that in the beginning he wrote the Bitcoin protocol and then kind of disappeared. So he's most likely dead. So Satoshi Nakamoto is a pseudonym used by a person or people who created Bitcoin. No one knows who this person is today. His wallet is speculated to have 1 million Bitcoin, making him a billionaire. And I got a couple of videos here on Satoshi Nakamoto. Again, this PowerPoint is available on the link in the description below, and it'll make you a copy, and this goes through all the fundamentals of what Bitcoin is, what blockchain is, what the halving is. We have mining, which we were just talking about, Jack Dorsey, forking. We have what exchanges are, all right, how to set up a MetaMask, proof of work, proof of stake, types of cryptocurrencies. So let's just take a look at this real quick. So we have fiat collateralized, meaning that they are pegged to the US dollar, okay? We have the store of value, the one and only Bitcoin. Exchange tokens like BNB, Uni, Sushi, Crow. We have smart contracts, which are our favorite, with ETH, ADA, Sol, DOT, NEO, EOS. Utility tokens are really cool. They actually make sure that they have utility. Filecoin or Arweave, those are two. Link. Then we have digital currency, stuff that's supposed to be meant to be used as payment. And Luna is on there. We really like Luna. So these are different types of cryptocurrencies that are in different kind of categories. Theta is like a streaming play. Doge is a meme coin play. We're not really big fans of Doge. Let me fix my camera here. There we go. We're back at it. We're back at it. So the other thing about this PowerPoint, it does have links to things like the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, the Stock Market Fear and Greed Index. In fact, we're going to put those next to each other for you guys. That's where they belong. They belong right next to each other. We got the Stock Market Fear and Greed Index because that is part of it. You got your heat maps that I show you every day. In fact, this is called Crypto Bubbles. It is basically these bubbles that show you the biggest gainers of the day. So this is for the past month. Phantom has been killing it. One has been killing it. Secret has been killing it. CRV we are in. That's been killing it over the last month. Cello has been killing it. But if you look, some of the biggest losers are also important to note because right now we are in E-Gold because it is very low. All right, Gala would be another one that I would really like. Axie Infinity really, really low, and many, many others. But if we look at it on the daily, I don't know what Glimmer is, but it is up quite a bit. It is mainly a red day. Gala being the biggest loser that I can see here. Atom. So we do have a couple big losers. Let's see what's over here. Oh, Cadena. Cadena is one of my favorite projects. I wish I could be scooping up some Cadena today. Cadena down 5% on the day. Let's look at it on the daily. Oof, I had Cadena way down here in September. I could have had it, but I didn't know how to use KuCoin. If you don't know how to use KuCoin, you better learn how to use KuCoin. Cadena could be breaking resistance and kind of coming back down to test. So we had this downtrend of resistance right here. Okay, we broke out and now we're coming back down to test it. So I mean, this would be a great buy right now. Cadena is really, really interesting. It uses proof of work, but it also can do like 100,000 transactions per second, something crazy, something really, really cool, something to look at. What else is there? Let's just check out Sol and Bitcoin. Looks like we're still kind of falling, which is kind of cool. We kind of like this on DCA day. And you don't have to DCA every single. You could just wait for the dips to DCA. If something is really, really high, like if you want to DCA, maybe the best time to DCA isn't when the stochastic is way up here. So we are kind of waiting for our stochastic to fall down. It might not fall all the way down on the daily, but look at all these higher time frames. Stochastic is very high, except on these very short-term time frames. So I'm thinking that the stochastic is going to end up coming down. Let's see, on the 8-hour. Once it starts coming down on the 8-hour, that might be a good time to pick up, and that might bring us down to our price target of about 137. So hopefully we hit that today. That would be great. That would be dope. Let's just take a little look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, 41,800, still coming down. All right. Our AVAX, we could have waited on our AVAX buy a little bit. We jumped the gun a little bit on that one. But, this is a dollar cost average game. All right. We originally purchased some AVAX at around $91, so we brought our average down a little bit to about $90, which is good. It's pretty good. What else is there today? That is it for everything that I wanted to go over. Just to sum up, we're focusing on our portfolio. We are focusing on getting this money. So we have $1,200 into crypto right now. That is not a lot of money. I've had so much more money in crypto, but you take what you can get, and it's a long journey. Be patient. Dollar cost average. have money on the side to buy the dips, buy a 20% or more dip. Right now, we are currently on a 20% or more dip. I mean, look at AVAX. I mean, and you do this from your all-time highs or your previous high even. If I took from my previous high way down here, we're at a 30% dip for AVAX, and even more so if we took it from the all-time high, pulled it down, we are at a 40% dip. So, picking up these dips are great. Do I want to be buying up here and dollar cost averaging up there when the time comes? No. That might be the time to keep the cash on the side. So that is everything. And I think I showed you this yesterday. But, sometimes if you come over to Twitter, there are some great articles, some great things. What I suggest doing on Twitter is you pick some of your favorite projects and you follow them. So I follow Avalanche. I follow this guy. I just started following him the other day. He's really good. He does some really good tweets. I don't see any of the good ones right now. This one's interesting. Not even to mention this article, Rug by CoinDesk. I don't know what this is showing here, but I guess it's trying to show tops. You know what? I don't know, and I don't want to put it into the video if I don't know what it is. But I started following this guy. This guy is really cool. Avalanche. Will Clemente is really good to follow. He always has some good on-chain analysis. So, Bitcoin, orange, NASDAQ, and blue line. So this one's just showing how it's following the stock market, and the stock market's kind of coming back up, and so is Bitcoin. So that's really cool. And I don't want to make this video too long, and I don't want to get boring on these videos. But, today, we want to be looking for pullbacks, good entry points. It looks like we're starting to come back up, so maybe that AVAX buy was good. We're going to be a little bit more patient for Solana. We're not going to be panic buying right here. All right, even though this looks like it could be the buy. Bitcoin could always come lower. That's the thing. Bitcoin, even though everything is kind of bottomed out right here, the hourly does not have a lot more room to run down. So, as for the day, but if you really look on the 4 hour, we got plenty of room to come down. Plenty of room to come down. So, you can still be coming down on your 4 hour. Your 8 hours still topped. I mean, there's plenty of time. Over the next 2 or 3 days, we could be coming back down here. So, we're going to be patient with our one buy for Solana. But we did dollar cost into AVAX today at $88. We'll see how that goes. And that is going to be today's video. I want everyone to have a great day and stay safe.